Dricus Du Plessis dominated Sean Strickland and Zhang Weili completely outclassed Tatiana Suarez. Before I get into that, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe as I have brand new videos every single week. UFC 312 was of course a terrible card, as we all expected, but both champions shut down their challengers. Both Zhang Weili and Dricus Du Plessis dominated and embarrassed them, showing they were classes above. Though perhaps Du Plessis wasn't a class above, but he certainly got the win and won all 5 rounds with a 50-45 scorecard. And to be honest, he barely had to do anything to get this win. Sean Strickland came out in the first round with 0 activity. I was expecting Strickland to step on the gas at some point, but he just didn't. He let the round slip away. DDP came out strong, mixed things up, got some big bombs throughout the fight. The left high kick was there all day, and he threw some big spinning back fists and elbows, and things got drastically worse for Strickland in the 4th round when Dricus broke Sean's nose and Sean backed off incredibly quickly and looked hurt. DDP hunted him down, but to Sean's testament, he's incredibly tough. He survived the round and set his nose back in place before coming out to the 5th. If it was me though, I'd have cried and quit on the stool. Fuck that. Sean was drastically behind in the 5th and lost every round. He needed a finish in this round, but he did nothing. He buckled under pressure and let his only chance of becoming champion again fade away. I hope Sean gets demoted to headlining fight nights. I never want to see him main event a pay-per-view again. This fight was boring. Strickland was boring, and he proved that he was nothing but a moany little bitch who cries on the microphone. After the fight, Dricus Du Plessis called out Alex Pereira. It's a fight I wouldn't mind seeing, but if DDP moved up to 205, I don't think he stands a chance. But if Alex made the cut down to 185, I think he'd be too drained. And I know MMA maths doesn't always work out, but if Izzy is putting Alex out cold, Dricus certainly can. Though the fight to make next has to be Khamzat Chimaev versus Dricus Du Plessis. That's if Khamzat can sort out his visa issues. I don't want to see this fight if it's in the UAE. Otherwise, Khamzat is going to make this a regional championship. You cannot be a world champion if you can't travel the world. But what's next for Sean Strickland? I think he needs to face the man he's been ducking for a while now, Robert Whittaker. He's been mouthing off, calling Rob a can and saying he's washed, but Sean's teeps and jabs aren't going to work on someone like Rob. He's too dynamic of a fighter and just too active. I think he'll embarrass Strickland and completely dominate him. Then in the co-main event, Zhang Weili faced off against Tatiana Suarez, and I did worry for Zhang at the opening bell. Suarez shot early, took Weili down and held her down for the entire round. I was super concerned that's how the rest of the fight was going to play out, but I didn't need to be concerned at all. Zhang showed why she is the champion and dominated from pillar to post, defending every single takedown there on out, stuffing 14 takedowns in a row. Zhang was dangerous everywhere and outclassed Suarez, taking every opportunity to cause damage, whether that's on the feet, in the clinch or on the ground. Suarez didn't have the experience or the cardio to hang with someone like Weili. So what's next for the champion? Zhang Weili could be the first ever 3-division champion. Now is the time for her to step up and face Valentina Shevchenko. They are both world-class, well-rounded fighters and have potential to put on the best female fight of all time. And if Weili can get through Valentina, I think she could step up to bantamweight and dominate Juliana Pena. But she'd have to be quick about it if she wants all 3 belts, as I don't like her chances against Kayla Harrison. She's just too big and just too strong. But that's my recap of the main and co-main event of UFC 312. Thank you for watching. If you can like, comment and subscribe, it really does help the channel out.